Deontay Wilder feels Joshua wants to fight because the pressure is on him. Deontay Wilder thinks Anthony Joshua wants to fight him. Wilder doesn't get the same feeling from Eddie Hearn, Joshua's promoter. According to Wilder, until Hearn wants their showdown to take place, as much as Joshua's boxing fans will continue to wait for the sport's two undefeated heavyweight champions to square off. The WBC heavyweight champion, fresh off a first-round knockout of Dominic Breazeale on Saturday night, discusses the status of the highly anticipated showdown with Joshua during an appearance Monday morning on the Boomer and Geo radio show. I'm hearing a lot of things, but I do have people behind the scenes that say Joshua wants it. Wilder told Boomer Esiason and Greg Giannotti in New York. They say he wants it. No matter, his feelings of fear, whatever, he wants to make the fight happen because the pressure is on him. When you're the fighter, most of the pressure is on you. Like I said, you can be the promoter, you can be the manager and stuff, but you don't never have to enter the ring, not on a day in your life. But as a fighter, we don't want that negative energy. That's like we're the ones holding it up, or we don't want the fight. The 33-year-old Wilder is confident he and Joshua won't become the Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe of his generation. Brooklyn's Bowe and England's Lewis never fought. Despite that, the rivals were once considered the top two heavyweights in boxing. Shelley Finkel, Wilder's co-manager, said during the post-fight press conference early Sunday morning that he remains in contact with John Skipper about making the Wilder contest. Please. Okay. Like Lennox and Bowe, we've seen him physically throw the WBC belt in the garbage can, Wilder said. His promoters, his managers did do that for him. So that already indicated that he didn't want the fight. And he's got to deal with that for the rest of his life. In the situation, it is a point in time where I say we was going to smoke him out. And boy, are we doing that. And now Joshua, there's pressure on him. He wants the fight to happen. But the thing is, he has signed with Matchroom, which, Eddie Hearn and the people that got him to this point. So he can only do so much. He's only limited to what he can say and what he can do. We thought that he'd read everything, being that he's talented, and that's what people come to see. They come to him when they come to his country. They're not talking about anybody else, they're talking about him, as they should. But we found out once he got into negotiations, he doesn't have all that say-so. So not only does he want it, but they have to want it as well. Here we go again.
Can you describe the disappointment that you have had in the past few months of having your first draw and then not being permitted to settle that score with Tyson Fury?
I understand what Fury did, I understand. When you getting dropped on the canvas like that and you don't know how you got down, nor know how you got up, I understand you had to get yourself back together. So that's what he did. But that fight will happen, the rematch will happen. Like all these other big fights will happen. I know a lot of people want to know when the Joshua fight happening.
When?
All these fights, the great thing about this is all these fights are in discussion. It's like no doors are closed. All teams, all parties that's involved are talking. And that's the great thing about it. And we know that when the big fights happen, everything goes silent. There's too many people involved, too many opinions involved right now. And it's going to take my team and his team, maybe me and him as well, too, to sit down and just handle this and squash everything and get this fight done for the fans. But I want people to know.
Go ahead.
This fight will happen. The big fight will happen. I promise you that. We'll come patient, come time, and I just want you guys to have patience and give us a little time to make this thing happen. The way we all benefit from it, not only just you fans, because we risk our lives in here. So we want to make sure we get the best and the most money that's possible before we risking our lives. The head is not meant to be hit in the first place. So just let us get our time to iron out our differences, and you guys will know when it happens.
Yet you do recognize by what you're saying that with all due respect to these other opponents, the public does not want to see Ruiz. The public does not want to see Dominic Breazeale. The public does not want to see whoever this guy is that's fighting Tyson Fury. They want to see you three fight like Ali fought Frazier, like Ali fought Foreman, like Foreman fought Frazier. So to be recognized in that type of breath for the modern day, you've got to get it on.
Well, that article is a kill shot right there. Already exposed the fact that clearly Eddie Hearn wants to make the fight, and you don't. Also, you keep going back to saying you and Anthony Joshua need to work out your differences. How can you fucking have problems with a person you never met? And if you're in the business of boxing and you feel like he disrespected your management team and so on and so forth, wouldn't you be more eager to get in the ring and fight him as men? Since you in a sport to where you can legally iron that shit out with your hands and get away with that shit? Kill shot number motherfucking 2. The Joshua deal can get done if negotiations are private. I thought you said that Joshua wants to fight, but his management don't want it. Because right here, you saying the deal can get done if negotiations are private. Why? Because you tired of the exposure? Why? Because of the fact that everybody on YouTube sees through your lies? Why? Because of the fact that you said you want to make the fight, but he doesn't want it? But clearly, you fought Brazil and turned down $120 million. Kill shot number motherfucking 3. Deontay Wilder. Why not have 2? 3. Fuck it. Let's have 10 fights with Luis Ortiz. So clearly, you're already looking past Anthony Joshua. You're not worried about negotiations. You wouldn't know anything about what his management is doing because you lost your pen, perhaps. Perhaps you're not speaking with his management. Perhaps you have some little emotional things you need to work out within yourself. But oh, Anthony Joshua stalling the fight, right? I beg to differ. Well. Kill shot number fucking 5. Joshua's manager. Deontay Wilder deal will involve 2 fights. One in America, one in the UK. This article I just touched on in a vlog yesterday. They want the fight. So how does his management not want it? I think that you're not willing to acquiesce. You're not willing to come to the table and talk because maybe you already signed for Luis Ortiz, Double D Cup Andy Kalnaki, and already with Dominic Brazil instead of $120 million DAZN fucking dollars. Oh, and Tyson Fury just revealed the fact that you had already signed your 2 fights prior to, and I can kind of believe it looking at the career path you're choosing right now. So as I said, when I said pay attention to what he said about Fury in the video, isn't it kind of funny? He's saying that he understands why Fury doesn't want to get in the ring because he suffered a concussion and you can get hurt. Then when he's asked about fighting Anthony Joshua, he proceeds to say he needs to get as much money as he possibly can because he gets hurt in the ring. So you're just telling everybody that you're truly scared of Anthony Joshua because you truly believe he could hurt you. And I understand it. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to hide the truth, but at the same time expand on it. So your article is bullshit, sir. We don't fucking believe you. I didn't give you not 1 kill shot, not 2 kill shot, but 5. I gave you 4 of them just to let you know it's fraud, baloney, it's bullshit, and it's trash. Man, don't believe nothing he's saying out of his mouth. So if you're saying to Tyson Fury, you understand why he didn't want to take an immediate rematch because, you know, the head isn't meant to be hit and he suffered a concussion. But when you ask about facing Anthony Joshua, you say you trying to get as much money as you can because the head isn't meant to be hit and you ain't suffering no real damage. So you basically just told everybody without saying it with your dumb ass that you're scared to face Anthony Joshua because you truly believe he's going to hurt you when you get in the ring. Because you got to deal with power and all of that nigga hands. So that's another kill shot right there, you damn moron. As we always say, when we close this joint out, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Kill shot. Man, this 3K the boss, a.k.a. Mr. 2 Hands Up. 5. You know what it is. And y'all already know I ain't with the fraud shit. We're going to expose it. Respect.